Hello everyone. Welcome to today's session on a career in artificial intelligence and machine learning. We will be talking about like how a career in AI looks like and like what are the things that a career in AI needs, right? Because we are talking about many things that AI is going to transform our lives. AI is going to make you jobless and so on, right? So let's just see how is it that we can make ourselves AI proof. So before going into the details, let me talk about myself. I hold expertise in RL, and if you want to access my work profile, you can go to this link. I have several publications in top tier conferences and journals, and currently I am an AI scientist and manager at EY India, where I work on optimal hedging using reinforcement learning and also market surveillance using generative AI. I have received several travel grant awards several times, like including from prestigious organizations like Microsoft and Google and other organizations. I qualified NET exam with a significantly high percentile, and I have also received several other awards, including first prize from Elevator Pitch at Triple IT Delhi. I have also worked on industrial robots at Sony AI, where we worked on robot control for robotic arms with applications in the kitchen robots. And like, so we also have a large AI community where like you can join and you can interact with the similar people. You can see how what people are doing and what all things are coming in the AI, right? All the new stuff that is coming in AI. Like, so we are actually seeing that. So if you want to join such an AI community, you can join us through this link. We have this community over several uh, social media platforms, and like we also provide you to discuss about your ideas. Let's say if you want to start a startup and all those things. So we'll talk about this community very soon. Okay, so you can also join our WhatsApp channel link through this QR code. Just scan this QR code in your WhatsApp. The channel link will come up, or maybe scan it in your scanner app or the camera, and the channel link will actually come up. So join this AI club for a career in AI. I think we are more than 10,000 people now. So happy to have you also in the group. So recent success about like how the people are using our community. Uh, Saksham from MSIT secured All India rank of 11 in GATE 2024. One student from MIT Manipal secured a research associate position at Triple IT Delhi. A few students from Hyderabad and Delhi published papers. Right, ICPR is a prestigious conference in pattern recognition. Is a very well known, and the top researchers from this field come in the conference. Uh, there are several other stories. Like these are a few ones that I wanted to highlight. So if you are a student and if you want to pursue a career in AI and don't have the mentorship, I think this community is right for you. Our mentors, myself, Dr. Anil Sharma. I have a PhD from TIPIT Delhi. I have worked at Sony AI, EY. Anuj is there, like who is currently at Ili Lilly, and he has worked at TIPIT Delhi. Aditya Birla, Professor Akshay Agrawal has postdoc from University of Buffalo. Apeksha has PhD from IIT Delhi. Manoj and Milan are also postdoc from like very good universities like in Singapore and USA. And there are many other mentors as well. So these are the mentors who will be actually helping you to start a career in AI, and we will be guiding you through like how is it that you can go ahead. So today's session outline is that like first we'll talk about how AI is transforming our world. We'll see a few real world applications, how things are coming to us. We'll also be having a small overview of AI and ML and why to choose a career uh, in AI and ML. And then we'll talk about a few career paths in AI ML, and then a few I will end up you with a few useful tips. Okay, we know that AI is revolutionizing our world. So from autonomous vehicles to robotic surgery, everywhere, like we are seeing, AI is entering our lives. This is about the commercials and the business aspects, but in our day-to-day life also, right, in your mobile phone, in robotic cleaner, and all those things, this AI is actually coming up. So, like I think this is the right time to start with the with AI. Okay, so let's say, like if I say about if one example, let's say if I want to generate a video from the text, right? Like to generate a video, I think it's a very heavy task. It's a very time consuming task. You have to be highly skilled to generate the video. But let's say if you use AI tools, like how the things are actually coming up. So let's say if I want to like generate a video which describes a stylish woman who walks down a Tokyo street filled with warm glowing neon and animated city signages. She wears a black leather jacket and a long dress, uh, black coat. So this is the video, and let's say if it is if we play it, just see the description, right? The lady is perfectly generated as per the description. The leather jacket, you can see the Tokyo street, you can see the signages are also in Japanese, and see the road, right? It doesn't look like generated by AI, right? So just see that how the reflection of the people is coming up and how the water is shining and all those things, right? So this looks highly. So why do you need a video generator? Why do you need a video creator, right? When AI is going to do the all the tasks, right? So there are so many things that can be done here. And another, let's say if I am actually saying about another like prompt where I'm saying that a giant towering cloud in the shape of a man looms over the earth. The cloud man shoots lightning bomb down to the earth. Okay, so let's just say how this video is coming up. Just see, right, how clearly it is, right? So this cloud is in the shape of the man. All right, this is not a real video. This is totally generated by AI. And if you have to generate this video on yourself, this is a very like tricky task. Like, so just to make a cloud in the shape of a man and then it is doing some activities, it will take some time, but in a minute AI has generated it. Okay, so these were the current recent generative AI applications. Let's say if you see something which is very real, let's say for example, you are in a warehouse, you have an inventory. If you want to count the inventory, just this particular app actually scans all the material placed in the warehouse, and it will like make a count, like how many pieces are there, right? So it's highly accurate. There is a high chance that a human may make an error. Virtual trial room, I think in a few months, I will not say years, but in a few months you will start seeing virtual trial room in your showrooms where you can try how this cloth is actually fitting. And I think this is more useful for the online shopping, where at home itself you can try the cloth and see like how you will look in that particular clothing. Okay, AI in medical, right? So for biomedical image analysis, for example, to detect uh, tumors in the MRI scans. So for example, we can actually use segmentation methods to identify whether there is a tumor in the brain or not. From this microscopic cell images, we can do the segmentation to see do we have an infected cell, whether the infected cell belongs to malaria or something else, right? So can we early detect it? There is a news that AI has detected breast cancer 5 years advance. So this is a great potential in healthcare. 3D structure of human. I think this is generated by one of our student. Let's say if there is a lady who is doing the activity, if you want to create a virtual avatar which can be viewed from all the angles, just see right how accurate this is coming. And so yeah, this is little shaky, but things are improving. Okay, in the real world also, even in your uh, uh, like hairstylist shop, right? You can actually use AI. So, for example, maybe you may want to synthesize how your head will look like with the different hairstyles, right? So, hairstyle classification you need to do, and then synthesize your own image with the different hairstyles. It's a kind of hairstyle trier, and soon you will see this in the barber shops. AI in everyday, I think like every sector has seen some transformation using AI, whether it's banking, finance for fraud detection, for portfolio management, for hedging, right? So there are so many things coming. Social media, I think I don't have to say you all are aware about it, and whatnot, right? So all the fields are actually seeing some kind of transformation. So these are only 10 fields, but there are several other things that are coming in all the domains that we are working on. So the reason for this transformation, like I believe, is because of the four uh, uh, like we can say four domains. Like one is in the computer vision, where we make algorithms to make the computer see. So for example, object detection, object tracking application could be like blind assistance, MRI scan, image analysis. Another transformation, the heavy transformation that we have seen in the natural language processing, where we make computers understand text and speech. For example, chatbots, chat GPT, Gemini. I think you are more aware about this field, because now currently NLP is in the great like you can say news. Robotics, where we help robots to perceive and take the right action. So, for example, robotic arms, robotic cleaner, planning and control, where we help in the navigation of a robot. So, for example, self-driving cars, they are actually uh, perceiving the world. They are taking the right control. They are seeing object detection. They are seeing many other aspects that needs to be done, right? So, total like doing the plan first, and then taking steps to control the vehicle in the real environment. Similarly, for drone autopilot, humanoid robots. So the drivers of this transformation, I believe, are these. Like one is in the data, where by use of social media, we have and having early access to the web, we are able to generate very large data sets like ImageNet, and there are IoT devices as well which are giving a like very large amount of data, and this is helping us to train the AI systems, which are becoming more and more accurate. Another is the hardware technology. I think if you say in 2010, someone could develop such a good ChatGPT based system, I think it was impossible because there was no perfect hardware. Like we saw a rise in GPUs and the cloud paradigm. Now, with the arrival of the cloud paradigm, we also have GPUs and TPUs accessible for free. So that is also one great impact. Software technologies, for example, using TensorFlow, PyTorch, we are able to contribute more in the open source, and there are many people coming together to develop things. Data in business, one of the great driver is this data in business. And when the business people started saying that data could actually help in their business strategy, business profits, and whatnot, right? So they started first putting money into the data analytics, and then uh, like uh, like core AI and ML systems also started like improving the business, and like so for example, like using chatbots, the companies can actually automate their customer care. So there are several industrial applications as well. So for example, robots are everywhere in the warehouses, medical labs, conveyor belts, right? So let's say if you see about the food preparation, right? Like so currently humans actually do it. Like the one challenge is that like foods are delicate stuff, so you have to hold it gently. So we need to have the robots which are actually able to work with this particular thing. So humans currently assemble, let's say, uh, PC units, but a robot can do, and let's say one robot can do the task of 200 employees, right? So the this is actually not only the robot, but there are two things here: industrial robot, which has the physical hardware with the sensors and the SAS. The software of the hard of the robot also makes some opportunities here. So we can actually do many things if you see that like your employees are getting jobless, so we are these robotic systems are actually opening doors for the more skills as well. Okay, so in the community we discuss like what are those skills and what is it that we can do. Now let's just see some small overview of AI and ML. So basically, what we are trying to do here is we are trying to simulate the human intelligence to create intelligent machines capable of mimicking human cognitive functions, such as learning, problem solving, and decision making. There are many applications. So, for example, in the diverse areas like healthcare, where we can do the diagnosis, we can do the treatment, we can do the prediction. In the finance, maybe let's say fraud detection could be one application. Transportation, you are seeing news of self-driving cars, and entertainment, for example, let's say game development, right? So that is also like one of the potential area. So what are AI, ML, and deep learning, right? So there are three terms we commonly hear. So what are these? So AI is actually containing all the methods that enable machines mimic human intelligence, right? Everything that can actually, let's say for example, whether perception, whether thinking, whether maybe acting as well. Let's say if I can hold this bottle, right? I have some intelligence. I have to see this bottle. I have to see like how to grab it, how much to grab it, like what force to apply, all those things, right? I don't have to think about it. But let's say if a machine can do it, which is like a human's intelligence, I think that is coming into AI. In machine learning, like we have all the methods that help uh, to mimic human intelligence, or to develop something like in AI by the use of data, right? So we do identify the patterns and the data and do something, right? So for example, understanding the medical history of a patient to predict occurrence of cancer. Another branch is deep learning, where like we use neural network to understand the data. In the machine learning, there are several algorithms, but say if that algorithm is based on neural networks, that is deep learning, right? So, for example, looking at MRI scans, like using neural networks to see whether the patient has cancer. Okay, so what are the problems that we are solving in machine learning? Let's say if we are asking whether like the image that is given to us belongs to a cat or the dog, right? So let's say, so this particular problem we are talking about classification. This is one kind of problem we are solving using machine learning. If we are asking a question like how much value, we should have, for example, how much will it rain tomorrow, right? Based on the data of the current weather conditions, the historical weather conditions. So then this is a regression problem. Is it weird? Let's say if we have the data and we actually say that, okay, so these are the all the items that I have, and there is, do we have a few items which are weird? So for example, we have a bunch of, or maybe a rack of potatoes, and where we actually want to identify rotten potatoes, right? So can we identify the anomalies? So can we group them together? So for example, we have potatoes and tomatoes together. Can we segregate them, right? So this is clustering by similar appearance. Can we group them? And if we want to do the decision making and we don't have any data, so for example, we have a robot and we want it to clean our home, right? It doesn't have any data, so it has to make its own decisions. For that, we can leverage reinforcement learning, right? And all of this algorithm can be supervised and unsupervised. Reinforcement learning could be both supervised and unsupervised. Okay, so now why to choose a career in AI and ML? So I think this is my belief. There could be several answers to it, but why a career in AI and ML is important is because there is a high demand and growth potential. Industries across the sector are increasingly integrating AI ML technologies in their innovations and to increase the efficiency. The global AI market is projected to reach 733 billion by 2027. So this is the right time to start yourself with a career in AI and ML. There are diverse career opportunities. So for example, AI and ML careers span diverse domains, right? Healthcare, finance, retail, whatever field you are. I think this is just a technology. This is just a tool. You just learn it and boost in, like you just enhance yourself in the field that you are working on. Innovation and impactful solutions. So basically, it actually works in real world. The simple answer is that, right? If something is working with very great accuracy, I think you are adopting it. Lucrative salaries and benefit. I will talk about this. So I think one of the motivation should be to that should for you to higher salaries. Continuous learning, right? This field is continuously changing, and you will see that you there is a lot to learn. Okay, so the average salary, let's say if you see about a data scientist, there is like it's 1 million, in India, and if you talk about a software engineer, right? So it is only maybe let's say 0.6 million only, and but a data scientist actually earns 1 million, right? So this is the starting freshers salary. This is a survey by pay scale. So there is a, I think you can say. mm, there is around 60% increase in the salary if you have AI skills as compared to only the software development skills. Right? If you are at a senior position, I think there is a high chance that you will get very, very high salary, right? So I think this is a very old survey, but nowadays the salaries are much higher. Okay, so the number of job posting, there is a high demand and less availability, right? So just see, right, till 2014, 2016, right? So there was a very less demand, but the demand is actually exponentially increasing, right? So I think there is a lot of scope. In the US, you can see, and other parts of the world as well, there is a lot of investment coming in the AI startups. So, what are the career paths? I think what I can say is the roles that are available in industry. So one is the lower level roles. So, for example, data analyst, business analyst, where you actually analyze the data. And now the Gen AI based tools are coming, which can do like most of this analysis work by itself, like so for example generating insights and all those things. So the jobs are actually at heavy loss at this particular part, but I think this is a time to improve yourself and learn like what is it that you can do by leveraging those tools. Okay, so apart from it, you can also be an AI ML engineer, NLP, CV, robotic engineer, where you are actually working in this specific technology and you are helping industries. Data research scientist, where you have the data and you will come up with the new algorithms and novel algorithms, exploring new applications, and seeing how is it that you can contribute to the theoretical foundations of the field. Let's say if you feel that these are too technical, these are not for me, I don't want to do this, right? I think I will not say I can't do this, because there is nothing that a human can do. So for that, we have AI ethics to ensure the responsible and ethical development. So for example, you can be an AI governance officer. You can check on the compliances and the regulations, whether the companies are following that. You can provide those services, what the consulting world actually do. Right. So you can also be a product manager, where you can work across cross-functional team. You can see like how is it that your product will fit into the right market. Okay, so these are the available roles. So we are actually coming up with the lecture series, where we are going from the basics to interviews. We will help you with the interview preparation and all those things. So there are three parts of this particular lecture series, where in the part one, the timeline will be shared soon in the group and the channel. I hope you have joined the groups and the channel. So we'll be giving introduction to programming, introduction to Gen AI, AI, ML. We'll give you introduction to key algorithms. And then in the part two, we'll help you with the resume and portfolio development, behavioral interviews in tech, and other technique interview strategies. And in the third part, we have AI agents which can help you take your mock interviews. We'll be covering advanced topics and soft skills and communication. So this lecture series actually talks about everything. So there will be lectures every week, two to three lectures every week. So stay tuned, subscribe our channel, and I think you will get the notification. So after this lecture series, there are so many things that can be given to you. For example, mentorship to work on projects and build your profile in AI. There could be internship opportunities with our mentors, as I've described early in one of the early slide, that our mentors are top industry people. So these are our mentors. There are more as well, but these are currently involved. So they have worked at prestigious organizations, have higher level degrees, and are the experts in the field. So if you haven't joined our like uh, channel, WhatsApp channel, the community, you can join the WhatsApp channel using this link. If you want to join us from other social media platforms, you can go to this link, and there are links for other social media channels as well. So this is a interview preparation lecture series. You just subscribe our my YouTube channel. I think we are coming up with videos for you to prepare for the interviews and all those things, right? So stay tuned. I think this is what I wanted to say about this lecture. If there are any queries, we are happy to take. Let me see if there are queries in the chat box. Okay, yeah, there are no queries. I think like so you can message us on the group and you can join our community. Like we'll actually are here to help you with AI, and let's see how this journey goes. So stay tuned. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.